Hello, figures of Mr. Who reviews. And today, reviewing The Simpsons. Bart gets an F. And this is the first episode of the second season, and I can kind of tell it since the animation looks a little different than in the first season. And yeah, in this, Bart has failed a lot of tests. And after he, Marge, and Homer see the school psychologist Dr. J, he recommends that Bart should be held back into the fourth grade or repeat fourth grade. And yeah, through the episode, you see like what Bart goes through. Like there's a part where he does try to study, but Homer has him watch this gorilla movie with him, and when he does finally open a book and read it, he falls asleep straight away. And when he talked to Mrs. Krabappel, well, after he does his lines on the board, when he's talking, he hears him blah blah blah, and he hears the same thing with Homer when he's trying to listen to Dr. J. Yeah, I'm guessing the trouble is probably the Simpsons gene, or just he inherited this sort of thing from Homer, but don't know. And in one of the other tests before, Dr. J, Bart does try to get the answers first from Sherry and Terry, and then he fakes being sick and try to get the answers of Millhouse, but somehow does worse on the test than him. How's that happen? And yeah, he tried to get some advice from Otto, and Otto feels that it could be a good thing since he got held back twice, and he thinks since he's the school bus driver, it worked out for him. But yeah, and it is funny sequence with Bart rehearing what Doctor J said about him being in the fourth grade and imagine himself in the future when he and Mister Bubble are like elderly and in the same class as his son and some government troll. Mm. And yeah, he makes a deal with Martin in order to pass the test. Martin will help him get a good grade, and he'll help Martin be cool. And yeah, this whole montage of showing the two helping each other out, like Bart getting the basket off Martin's bike and how to and teach him how to make faces in a mirror, and Martin just teach him how to highlight in a book and give him as like this faunus or something or something plant thing. But when Bart, Martin, and some other kids actually push a bully into the girl's bathroom, Smart Martin has gone bye bye. He just went a little crazy. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and as a last resort, Bart prays to God to give him a miracle and makes us listen in. And yeah, God kind of answered Bart's uh, prayer by uh, bringing a blizzard to Springfield. And I do kind of like the parts where the Sims are listening to the radio to hear the job and school closings. And once again, so similarities between Homer and Bart when they're both like, I go, please, 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 when they're wishing for their school or job. be clothes and the dance they do when they put up the gear together. That's Graham said before the Bart is just Homer Jr., but getting a little different, and it just shows in this that it is. And yeah, just when Bart is all bundled up in his winter gear and has his sled about to go out, Lisa's out front of the door and just reminds him of the prayer he gave God and was telling him that uh, Bart owed him big. Bart does try to study, but when he looks out the window, he just sees what everybody else is doing. There's no doubt you didn't think it's gonna be that fun, but yeah, Springfield has turned real peaceful. Even when Homer throws a snowball at Burns, knocks his hat off. Burns just joins in with Smithers, and everybody starts singing Winter Wonderland. And in order to get away from that, Bart goes to the basement, trying to study, and actually gets this man himself in the book. And he gets so desperate, he actually starts slapping himself. Ugh. And yeah, the day of the final test is here, and yeah, spoilers, it's my favorite part. Bart fails, and he breaks down. I think if there's any other show, he would have passed straight away, but yeah, Simpsons like near the beginning was a little realistic with the family or the world or even the characters, and just seeing the expression on his face when he realizes that he not just failed a test, but failed his last chance to not be held back. It's just uh, excruciating. No, not excruciating. It's just very good. He even said that he tried his best with this test, and that wasn't even good. And Mr. Bobble does try to comfort him by patting his back and saying that at 59 is a high fail, but when Bert demonstrates applied knowledge, when he mentions a part of like a history that to do with George Washington, Grapple uh, actually gives him a little more points because of that, and gets a D, and he uh, he passed. Yeah, I just got the part where he just say so excited I don't know. So the end, I actually kissed Mr. Bubble on the cheek. And I just love seeing him run around school saying, "I passed, got D minus." I see some of the characters I get, and see Nelson giving him the thumbs up, and the man with the skin, I don't know, he's spraying something on the school wall, so they're doing something. And you just like his expression, I realize that his kid's a teacher, just great. Always I loved it. And yeah, like with at least it's A, they put Bart's D minus on the fridge, even though there's a lot of other stuff on it. Yeah, for the episode end where Homer said that the says Bart like the proud man, Bart saying that part is the D minus belongs to a guy. Hmm. And yeah, this is a great episode, and you can't see why this actor put this as his number one sim episode in his top 11 sim episode video. This is a great start to the second season, and it's something that I think a lot of kids can't relate to, since some kids, or I don't know how many, but they do some or most kids do find it hard to concentrate in school. And yep, and there's definitely a scene where Bart says that he knows that he's dumb, and but would a dumb person know that he's dumb? And when the part when Mr. Buffalo asks Bart for a name for the name of the pirate in the book of Treasure Island, Bart says other says a lot of pirate names, and they actually said John Long Silver, but then they uses for some reason he picked Bluebeard. I don't think he's like that dumb. I just said think he makes like bad decisions, or just finds it hard to concentrate. And in the future, in episode season 5, it shows that his vision isn't like 100%, so that's kind of could be a part of it as well, but I don't know. And well, some yeah, Mr. Bubble is a was a good as well. Being the teacher that's probably annoyed that how much that Bart had been failing or getting things wrong. Like the reaction they gave when he was getting off the score the last few tests. The Bart uh, like went through, got a 12%. It won them. Ugh. And what else? Yeah, Martin like being cool don't really stick, and Bart being threatened to compete for grade doesn't really stick either. But yeah, I think it's just the moment, the moments of Bart realizing that he could be left, be left behind. His friends are gonna be moving forward. Like he's still in one place. Is the whole thing, but whatever. And yeah, the part when he actually imagines himself in the history book he is reading, and some of the government figures are going into like the snow, and yeah, the part with John Hancock. Yeah, God, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, just a great episode, a good and a great opener for a season. And until next time, I do. Says later.